Jayne Mansfield was one of Hollywood's brightest and most tragic stars, a woman whose beauty made her famous, but whose intelligence was often overlooked. Behind the platinum blonde glamour, the sparkling gowns, and the endless camera flashes was a woman far more complex than the world allowed her to be. Born Vera Jane Palmer on April 19, 1933, in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, she grew up with dreams far bigger than her small-town surroundings. Even as a child, she was ambitious, artistic, and determined to stand out. She studied music, dance, and languages, showing early signs that she was much more than just a pretty face. In fact, Jayne was known for having a remarkably high IQ and could speak several languages, but Hollywood preferred to market her as a bombshell rather than a scholar. In the 1950s, she moved to Los Angeles with dreams of stardom, entering an industry obsessed with glamour and image. At a time when Marilyn Monroe had become the symbol of blonde beauty, studios were eager to find the next Marilyn. Jayne, with her striking looks and fearless confidence, quickly became that answer. She signed with 20th Century Fox and rose to fame through films like The Girl Can't Help It and Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter. Her performances combined comedy, charm, and exaggerated glamour, making her a sensation. She understood publicity better than most and knew exactly how to keep herself in headlines. Every appearance, every photograph, every dramatic entrance was carefully designed to keep the world watching. But fame came with a price. She was often dismissed by critics who saw only her appearance, ignoring the discipline and intelligence behind her success. Her personal life, multiple marriages, motherhood, and public romances became constant tabloid material. She was a devoted mother to 5 children, including future actress Mariska Hargitay, who would later become a star in her own right. As Hollywood changed, Jayne struggled to maintain the same level of success. Typecasting limited her opportunities, and the industry that once celebrated her began to move on. Yet she continued performing, working in film, theater, and nightclub shows, determined not to disappear. Her life ended suddenly and tragically in 1967, when she died in a devastating car accident at just 34 years old. The shock of her death turned her into legend almost overnight. She became frozen in public memory as a symbol of glamour and tragedy, a star whose light burned too fast. Jayne Mansfield was often compared to Marilyn Monroe, but she was never simply an imitation. She was ambitious, intelligent, and fiercely aware of the role she was forced to play in Hollywood. Her story is not just about beauty or scandal. It is about a woman trying to be taken seriously in a world that only wanted her image. And perhaps that is what makes her legacy so haunting, because behind the glamour was someone still fighting to be truly seen.